This clip is from the Boundary Riders podcast, and if you do enjoy this, then make sure to check out the full episode out every single Wednesday morning on YouTube and Spotify.
This St Kilda v Melbourne. So, St Kilda, they bought all these shiny new toys, and they're 0-2. They play GWS this week, who are coming off a tough loss. I mean, De Koning is the highest paid ruckman in the game. He got shown up by a 34, 35-year-old ruckman. Just got absolutely taken to the cleaners. Got ran around all day. Max Gawn played. I think he took off. Was it like 4 minutes in the after quarter time? He missed 4 minutes of game time. He came off the ground. De Koning was seen in the last quarter gasping for air off the ground because he just couldn't run with Max Gawn.
Yeah,
You threw so much money at Tom De Koning. You have a Rowan Marshall on your list. You wasted so much. It's very early doors. I know it is. But why did you do that? That was such a waste, throwing so much money at Tom De Koning when you have I think, a better ruckman on your list in Rowan Marshall. Now, granted, obviously, De Koning is younger, but just looking at that move, that was completely stupid. I think they should have focused more on Lee Kalia than Tom De Koning.
Yeah, and the funny thing about all of that is the fact is that, yes, Marshall was out with concussion protocols. This was the game for De Koning to show what he's worth. First game against Max Gawn, one of the premier ruckmen. This was his chance to take the mantle in this matchup and really show St Kilda fans why the hell he was brought in, because this is the game to show it by the solo ruckman. This was his chance,
Exactly.
and he just failed miserably.
Yeah, he got run off the ground by Max Gawn, who is the best ruckman I've probably seen. I mean, Dean Cox is up there, but I don't really see a lot of Dean Cox. Max Gawn is probably the best ruckman I've ever seen.
But if he's running around, like if De Koning is literally gasping for air at the end of the game, or in the fourth quarter, like
Max Gawn is running around the ground.
Like, I'm sorry, the 34-year-old, 35-year-old premier ruckman, you're going to tell me he's going to run rings around you? Come on,
Not good enough.
That's not right.
People have been talking about as well Sam Flanders, about the deal that basically they brought him in and Jack Steele was the one who had to go. And then Kane Corns has been very adamant regarding Sam Flanders as you spent so much money and gave away a pick 7, which eventually was used on. Then obviously Latrell Pickett was taken by Melbourne early doors in their draft pool, and they could have picked him up if they had that pick. I am not too harsh on Sam Flanders because I do think he's a very good player. I do think that he's probably an upgrade of Jack Steele. I do think that they have, like Marcus Windhager, I think, can take over that role. So I'm not too harsh on that one. Jack Silvani hasn't really done too much so far. Not really. I mean, Liam Ryan's had some signs, but all those new recruits, we were expecting a lot more from St Kilda, and they're 0-2.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest talking point of the game on Sunday was Nasiah Wanganeen-Miller being left at full forward in the last quarter when they needed to find a way to win. He was last year. He showed he's the match winner.
Yeah.
And you've got him sitting in no man's land at full forward. I understand he was getting tagged and pretty well by Colton Tholstrup, but when the game's there to be won, the guy's getting $2 million, you chuck him in the forward line, you chuck him in the midfield, and you get him to win the game.
Yeah.
He took a big mark in the last quarter, like a specky in the middle of the pack, went back and kicked the goal, and they took him off the ground. I understand the GPS numbers, but he is your match winner. Yeah. What would have happened if they did that last year against Melbourne? They just took him off. He kicked those goals. And you remember when they met the infringement in the middle of the ground? Imagine if that moment he was off the ground.
Yeah.
They don't win that game.
He's just...
Ross Lyon made a huge mistake and unbelievable mistake. And it's a terrible start. Like, this club has been dog shit for a long time. Like, yeah, they made the COVID finals and they made it in 2022 when they scraped through, luckily, after having a good start to the season. I think it was in 2022, and then got beaten by GWS at the MCG.
Yeah.
But they've done nothing for 15 years, basically.
Yeah, it's not great. And when you have your Rolls Royce in Naz seen at full forward, is that he needs to be the one to get it there. He's the one who can find the target. He's the one who can run it from the midfield to centre clinch and kick you from 50. You don't need him in the goal square.
Exactly.
You know, it's great that he's getting more chances at goal. But I'd rather he have 25 disposals in the midfield at a 80% efficiency than him kicking 3 goals.
I think he provides more goals than he does get himself.
Yeah,
I think that's where he needs to be. I think the 100K Sports boys, I think straight after the game, one of them made a good point about saying the reason that Naz, the way he's like started his career is, you know, work into the game off of halfback, get a bunch of touches, and then you move him up the ground, move him into the midfield when the game is hot and there to be won. That's how he's being best used as St Kilda. And then because he had definitely not. You wouldn't say that like the game against Melbourne last year was like it's put a little bit of a like dampener on like using him more as a forward, but like that because of that game, they think now, he's our key. You put him at key forward because he can kick his goals. It's like no. You need him as the guy who gets the ball to distribute it up the ground. Trust your forwards to kick goals. Max Hall was actually very good on the weekend, kicked 3 goals, and he looks like a player who's going to be an absolute star for them.
I think he kicked 4 actually.
Yeah, or whatever it was.
It's
He was
like,
brilliant.
he's shown a lot in year and a bit. And you think Naz's best role is from going from running half back and in the midfield and running forward, and then basically getting the opposition's midfielder or forward to come with him. Yeah, and then get him on the back. Naz gets him on the back at the end. It's like that's how he's best used. He's not best used at full forward.
No, he's never been. He never. I don't think he ever will be.
He doesn't have the structure to be a forward.
No,
like to be a big forward, a full forward.
Yeah,
it's like that's just not the play.
Yeah, definitely made a huge mistake, and I don't think they'll do that again. I think Ross will probably know that now. But I mean, I think bottom line, basically, perfect way to describe St Kilda is. Remember the Malibu Barbie in The Simpsons when they put a hat on it? Remember when Lisa was like, "It's just a stupid hat," and then Waylon Smithers goes, "But there's a hat on it or whatever. It's a new product." That's what the St Kilda are. They're still the shit little toy, but with a brand new hat. That's all it is. So they've spent all their money, the brand new doll, but it's got a hat on it. So that's all that it is. It's still shit underneath. Don't worry, St Kilda fans. You're still fucking dog shit.